friends.
crap.
But it's
Thanks for telling me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you've been my girl crush for the longest
Oh my goodness! Now I feel awkward.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of This Is with me, Izia and Melina. And of course, we want to thank our official sponsor, Dapiku Sweets. I don't know why I must mention that. Dapiku Sweets! Yes, creating food memories that evoke happiness and warmth. Now, Dapiku Sweets, they offer a variety of sweet treats for many different occasions. So do remember to check them out. All the links are in the description box. And in today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, we have award-winning actress, producer, writer, mother.
Who is this person?
Fizah Nizam! Audience for you, you know.
Wow, I know. My own audience.
Yeah,
amazing,
like level
amazing.
4 there. Right, wait. Fizah!
Yes!
Thank you so much!
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you so much. So okay, Fizah actually, we actually contacted her to join us for season 1. Yeah, but because of your busy schedule.
Busy.
Yeah, award winning, ma.
Ayo, don't say lah.
Writing and writing so much.
Until hand cramp. Hand cramp.
Yeah, but thank you so much for sticking to your word and coming back to us for season 2.
Girl, got your back.
Thank you so much.
Sister.
There, you see, I can feel my back. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, Fizah, I have something to confess.
Please gitu.
Baru start tau dah nak confession.
Dah nak confess.
Yeah, so my confession is right.
Yes,
I've actually been stalking you since Friendster days.
Friendster?
Yeah, you guys remember Friendster no?
Wait, is it Friendster like poly? Tak. Friendster is
Yeah,
like
wait.
Friendster is okay. Sorry. Friendster
2000s.
is 2000.
Yeah.
That's poly, man.
Poly period, yeah. So I actually knew you. I don't know how.
How?
But through Friendster.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
I saw your profile somehow on Friendster.
Oh my God.
Sounding like a creep now. You're not creepy. You're not creeped out
I'm not
yet,
creeped
right?
out because I am, but I'm trying to pretend like I'm not.
Yeah, okay.
Is it working? It's not.
No. So anyway, yeah. So that's how I first knew you actually.
Seriously, but
through
do we
Friendster.
have friends?
No,
who
not
are
at all.
connected? No, not even.
Maybe have.
Oh,
You
okay.
went to Temasek Poly,
Temasek
right?
Poly, yeah.
Correct. Masscom.
Yes.
Yeah. So probably have
Somewhere from
some
there.
mutual friends.
Oh crap!
Yeah, but that's
Thanks for telling me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you've been my girl crush for the longest
Oh my goodness! Now I feel awkward.
Hey, come back. Yeah, so that's my confession to you lah.
Now that we are mak-mak,
Yeah,
but we
kan?
friends, you know what girl crush?
Okay, but Fizah, another
Yes.
thing that I also know is that one thing that people tend to crush is actually mosquitoes.
Yes, I
Right?
hate mosquitoes.
And you are actually quite passionate about mosquitoes.
Yeah, I'm actually allergic to mosquito. But yeah, it's actually I took a circle DNA test once, and he actually said that
You are allergic to mosquitoes?
the bites. Yeah, that's why when I was younger, my bites become very big and swollen. I didn't know that it's because I am not supposed to.
Is this something recent that you found out? Or?
Yeah, I found out only recently. And I think my son, my youngest one, Shabi also shares the same DNA problem.
It's so ironic because I thought that you were so passionate about mosquitoes.
Yes.
Because you wrote a song about it.
Are we talking about that? Is that in your stocking that you saw that video?
Let's take a listen.
It's a cry for help. You have to listen to the lyrics. Yeah, let's add that to my LinkedIn. Songwriter. Anyone? Any job? Oh, nyamuk! Mana kau nak korek?
Okay, what was that?
You know the point, the
Yeah.
whole, before this, right? Before I stepped in here, right? I had this idea that I was going to come out all poised. That I was going to be like this, like, yes, Izan. Tell me,
With the
share with
nyamuk
me,
lah.
share with me. And then you turn on this song. I buried this a long time, you know?
But this nyamuk is giving.
That's the problem. You post things on the internet, That's what you get.
But got a bit of Alanis Morissette vibes lah.
Vibes lah.
The vibes
But
is
that's it
there
lah. That's as far as it goes lah.
Yeah. So what was the inspiration behind the nyamuk?
It was a cry for help because the nyamuk really stop it that time. Okay, so that was written. That was yes. It was originally written, composed by my friend. You can hear the guitar, right?
Okay.
That was not me playing the guitar.
Okay.
It was my friend playing the guitar. And I also she obviously knows my love-hate, actually no love lah, just hate relationship with nyamuk.
Okay.
And she goes out of the blue like, Fizah, let's record this in her room. That's what happened. So I stayed over that night. We played basketball that morning, and then after that I stayed over at her house that night, and we filmed singing nyamuk. Basically I say lah, I mean you all do that also, right? No.
Right.
Is that something that's normal?
Nyamuk.
Can we turn back? Can we rewind back? I want to go on poise again.
Okay. So now we know that
Too late,
singing and songwriting is not your
my
thing lah,
yeah.
not your thing.
Should not quit my day
Yes,
job.
yes. But it's okay. Because you excel in acting, in producing,
Award
in
winner,
writing.
you say.
Award winning,
Right.
of course. Luckily lah, cover up If not, the nyamuk lives
Yes.
on. Okay, so I believe that actually you worked at Mediacorp before.
Yes.
So how did it all start?
Mediacorp,
Yeah. How did you get
I
the
was an
job?
intern.
Oh,
So
you were an
basically it's
intern.
visible. There were 10 people who were in school.
Mhm.
They actually set aside 10 people to interview for either Mediacorp or MTV. And those are like the more atas kind of internships lah. So if you want to be in the media line, this is where you go.
Okay.
So before I got my MTV interview, I went over to Mediacorp. I still remember it because it's an interview, so I came with a dress lah. I came with like this prom dress, mind you. Not the prom dress you think with the blah, blah. No, but it's like a prom dress that I wore for prom lah.
Okay.
Thinking like it's an interview, right? So you gotta wear formal. So I go in and then, and then the girl look at me up down, asking me all these questions and then going like, are you sure you want this job? Because it's a very dirty, like you have to be like, on the ground, the soil and everything. And I go, oh, is it the dress? Because this dress doesn't tell you anything.
How was your
I
prom
thought it's an
dress
interview.
like?
It was like a very
Gold ke?
no, it's black, like very slender, like then got like A-line skirt, that kind of like
okay.
like that. Very girl lah, very
Girl.
poise.
Oh, poise,
The poise.
yes.
But apparently they didn't need a poise girl lah. So they were like, hey, it's a very hard, a difficult job.
Yeah,
so I said, I'm up for it lah. And then that's where I started. I didn't even get to go to the MTV job interview.
Imagine if you had gone to the MTV one.
I can see art, babe.
You could have sang the nyamuk
Sonia
song.
Cooling,
Oh.
everyone. I never get to see lah. But it's okay. Now because of because of Mediacorp, nyamuk song came out. So okay lah.
That's true.
We all-
Also, the nyamuk is after you. After. Okay.
Yes,
That's true. Okay lah. Then lucky lah.
Yes.
Okay. So actually, you started acting when you were 18 years old.
And
And-
was it? Yeah.
18, right?
And wait. We go into poly what year? How old are you when you get into poly? 17?
17.
So 17, 18, during internship 19.
19.
Yes,
Okay, about 19 years
19.
old. And what was the first show that you did?
It was called Eileen Montel.
Eileen
You know?
Montel.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what it was. It's like the one with Fadila Samsudin. Do you know?
Yes.
Okay, so basically I was playing like her colleague with the hair braids and the cermata and the that one. That
how was your
character. Like that. Yes. So that was my first gig.
Okay.
It was my first ever. It was very funny. So during that time we went for with Mediacorp, with Eagle Vision, we always have to do apa dia panggil script script read, right?
Yeah.
So during that time especially I'm not very comfortable conversing in Malay tau. So when we did the script read, I was trying to read my lines, but I kept like fluffing to the point where they go like, Fizah, that's just your character lah. Kau macam they literally asked me to include that into the character.
To your character.
Because my diction and whatever was just so really off. Yeah. So that's
So
a
the
fun
character
fact.
that you are
I
playing
played
is
was
you.
literally me trying to play that character. Yes. So yeah, so that was but that was my first lah.
And but you've also starred in many other shows lah, including Demi Adriana,
Yeah.
Cinta Q, 6x7. Have a list. I have a
You
long
also
list.
and sit
I have a long
timetable.
list
You
one.
also sit timetable.
And also Firasat, which
Oh,
won
yes.
you a Pissed Up Down Award.
Okay, fun fact about that also. When I won that award, right, I go on stage. Actually, I don't know what I won. So I went on stage, like completely blank. Yeah, because I was on my phone and I did not expect to win. I swear to God, I did not expect to win. I was like playing my phone and then suddenly like, Fizah Nizam. And I'm like, oh my. And I was with my friend beside me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. Apa aku menang? And I go up and I'm trying to find any kind of clue. Like, what is it that I just won? And I go out and I met the ni. And I remember when I was giving my supposed speech,
Yep.
I was trying to name the show. But I don't know what it was. So I turn around and then because of that, I go, this award goes to my family.
Tapi bagi family Fizah juga.
And that's the truth, guys, because I have no idea what I won. And then until later,
After.
then I came out, then I was like, oh my God, it's the Firasat one lah.
I see. No, but I understand what you mean. Because like when they announce and you go up, you were really completely blank. Yeah. So I don't blame you actually for having that blank moment.
Yeah.
But do you eventually like recover? And
I hope I did. I really did. I think it was like the shortest thank you speech because it had nothing. Like it was literally just me going. Macam literally I was on Malaysia. Saya nak terima kasih dengan keluarga saya. I mean, if that's not awkward, I don't know what it is. And I left, and then Kak Raihan macam, kau menang ni. It's like aku tak tahu. Di mana dia? Oh, it's Firasat. Firasat. Oh, okay.
And that's when you realise lah.
Okay.
So actually another fun fact, right, is that during Firasat, you won
The first,
that award for Firasat
2.
Season 2.
Yes, correct.
And during the filming of Firasat Season 2, you were actually pregnant with
Yes.
Shibli.
Yes, I was.
Yes,
It
and
was the beginning.
The writer had to rewrite.
Yeah, but
Kind of
also
everything.
subconsciously the writer told everybody about my pregnancy
Oh.
before me. Because she posted it on Instagram saying this will be my first time writing for an actual pregnant person and da.
Oh.
And then I go, Rehan, I haven't even made an announcement. I haven't even said anything to anyone.
But
And he goes, oh my God. Then I go, okay. Then I did another post saying, yes, thank you, Rehan.
So could you share more about like that pregnancy or how you had to go through that entire filming? Yeah.
Actually, that was one of the more challenging ones because obviously I'm pregnant. But on top of that also, I found out at about my fifth month that I had pre-diabetes. So I didn't know whether I had that for Sahara, but I know for sure that I had that with Shibli because I tested. I did the whole thing. Shibli was an expensive baby.
Okay.
Because I went to an expensive doctor, I went to an expensive clinic, everything expensive. Now after finding out I got pre-diabetes, need to go to the diabetes clinic. So that was like OMG. But yeah, it was tough. But it was also during then that I realized, being pregnant doesn't actually give you the green card to do or eat everything you want, and that it's actually especially more important for you to be careful lah about your nutrition because you tak tahu apa yang you makan tu, how that might impact your child.
Yeah.
So during that time, while finding out that I had pre-diabetes, I felt so guilty. Sebab I was like, my goodness, what am I giving to my son? Is this something that will implicate my son? And because of that, I became like a grade A student. I was eating the best things. I was basically I was like, when it's meal times, I'll be sorry, you're eating this, I'm eating that. And what eating? I don't know whether Nora even remembers during that time, but I would bring my own food. I would bring like my own crackers and cheese, or I would.
He never take all your food. You never eat her food, right?
Remember there was one time I did like I ate.
He like salmon. Did he eat your salmon?
Salmon pasta. It was like the pasta was. You don't remember?
He probably ate half your salmon.
Horrible. No, but yeah, but I would cook my own meals to go on set. I wouldn't if they had chicken rice, I would just eat the chicken and I won't touch the rice because I needed to curb my carb intake,
your carbs,
my simple carbs. It was intense. It was very intense. But and then sampai to the point where people ingatkan I macam mengada-adakan atau like maybe they think that I'm just overdoing it because I'm just being too I'm overthinking even for that matter. But the truth was it helped me a lot. I mean the first week I cried lah. I mean like this is not fair. How come like other pregnant mothers can eat cake? I cannot eat cake. I want to eat cake. I went to like this not gluten free but sugar-free cake.
One.
I was so excited tau. Macam Google dia cakap, diabetic cake. Oh bestnya. Pergi. Ya Allah tak sedap. I'm like, what is this? It's like cardboard,
You will not ask what is that shop.
Yeah, no need
to know.
It's not tapioca sweet. Is it what's it? It's not. Beep, beep. Okay, so but no, it wasn't. But anyway, but that was the first time that I really truly took ownership of my nutrition. I became scared. I was very fearful because I didn't know how this might develop in my son. Shibli pula.
Correct.
But then after that, surprisingly, I think after a month, I lost so much weight. Macam during that time, I tell you, I had like this moment. I think it was on my 5th month, baru-baru tu lah. Just before my check, I told Raihan for ni, kill my character already lah.
Yeah, yo.
Aku dah tak larat. I told him that. I remember he was, kenapa?
The pregnancy was taking a toll lah.
He was taking a toll. I was very tired. I was breathless. I was sweaty. And during that time already, heavy, sweaty, breathless. I just want to go home and sleep. And then suddenly it was like, finding out, actually you had pre-diabetes. So after that, if you actually watch Firasat from the first till the last episode, you can see how big small I became, because how we shot it was based on location, right?
Yes, correct.
And so it wasn't like episode 1, 2, 3, 4. It was like episode 1, then episode 4, then episode 8, then episode. So
Correct.
at some point you'll see like in episode 2 I am big, and then in episode 6 I am small. So it was because of the amount of weight that I lost because of the diet that I went on. So I lost about another like 10 kg. Just being on diet, being pregnant.
But was it a healthy weight
It
loss?
was.
Okay.
Because it didn't affect the child. Apparently, my child was fine. I think it's maybe a lot of water retention that went away. Maybe a bit more on the weight because of what I ate, right?
Yeah.
And every day it was literally macam, I don't know if any of you have had experience with having to take your blood every meal, to check whether. And that was something that I was so accustomed with already for the next the next 4 months, or 5 months for that matter, before giving birth to Shibli. And after I gave birth to Shibli, I lost weight in like that. I remember when my makcik urut, that was like after the first or second week of me, she was like, Fizah, it's like, it's as if like you were never pregnant, because of like I said, the meal, you taking care of your meals during that time. After that, when you're about to lose, you will lose because there's nothing much for them to, And I guess macam sometimes when you look at social media, and you'll be like, Rini pregnant, macam tak pregnant say, how did she become that skinny? It's actually all about food.
Yeah.
Kan? I mean, I can't say the same, unfortunately, for my third one. Because after my third one, ya Allah, I want to lose weight tu macam sampai sekarang it's a struggle. So
you don't need to lose weight anymore.
No, don't make me feel like that. I'm not. It's already too far.
But it's my girl crush.
But that was it was really an eye opener for me lah with regards to Shibli. Yeah.
But was Shibli planned?
Oh no.
So was
I found out I was pregnant with Shibli like on the 6th month. Sahara was 6 months. I found out I was pregnant with Shibli. I kind of got it the wrong way. They say like you're not supposed to like basically like during that time, when you apa dia cakap they say if you're breastfeeding, something like that, like don't worry because like you're technically okay. But then like, I kind of misunderstood it, and then so basically that's what happened. And Shibli happened.
So you had 2 under 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So maybe that was one of the reasons why Raihan had to last minute kind of
write the script. Yeah. I remember when he told
everything.
me that Firasat 2 was happening, and then I showed a photo of my stomach. Then I was like, I'm pregnant. And I told him, I was sure that he would just change the character or find someone else. I really, really thought that was going to be it. But I was so shocked that he actually changed everything because of my condition. I was really taken aback because I was like, Raihan, you didn't have to. And then he goes, no, I am doing this. And I think the thing about Raihan is he would take things, like he would take all these challenges on, like head on. Like he will try to make it work as much as possible.
And I'm glad he did try to make it work because
I guess
you won an award for it.
for some reason, don't know how, but
that's right, girl. Okay, and also one more thing, you might not know this, but our producer, who is your husband on set, right? On Firasat, right? Was your
husband?
He was your husband on Firasat, right? Our producer.
Oh, yeah, our producer was the husband. Yeah,
yes.
I was like, my husband was the producer of Firasat.
Your husband can also be a producer. No problem. Ask him to come here and bring the tracks first. No, masih. Yeah, so actually our producer, Mr. Norman Ishak. We call him Sorry.
What a normie? What do you call
Actually,
it?
we call him producer extraordinaire.
Yes, why you can't just say producer?
Cannot.
It's
extraordinaire Norman.
Yes,
That's right. So
Okay.
he played your husband in Firasat, right?
Yes.
So he admitted to me lah.
What another admission?
It's another confession.
Oh yeah.
He
Sure
said
got a lot
that
of
he
confession.
felt strange when he had to place his hand on your belly
Yes.
because it's a real
Belly.
belly with a real baby
Baby.
inside. Of course lah, real.
Your friend ah?
Sometimes sometimes need to raise my voice a bit lah.
Okay. We'll go.
Yeah.
It's okay. Later if boys they don't get it.
Yeah, that's why.
If you like, okay, must
cannot,
like,
cannot. Yeah, then he will understand a bit. Yeah, and then he said that after that, he met your son.
Oh yeah.
And
Shibli.
After that, he met Shibli, and the first thought that came to his head when he held Shibli was,
Did you feel my hand?
"You are not my son." He think what? Shibli look at you. He say what?
I felt you.
I
felt
you,
your hand.
daddy.
Gitu tau. Must give the
Feeling
The sharp.
sangat dramatic.
dramatic.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that was his confession lah.
Oh,
That we
okay.
just wanted to share with you lah.
Thank you for sharing
Yeah.
such a very awkward confession. But it's a confession nonetheless.
Yeah.
I take on board the awkwardness
Yeah.
and I give you back the public. Apa tu? Kan?
Yeah, but it's okay. Thanks man for the confession.
Any other confessions coming from the floor? Tak ada Suami aku datang tiba-tiba Yang I got confession. Semua.
Kan, I will take pull a chair. You can join us, no problem. Okay, so Fizah, actually, besides acting, you have also done work behind the camera.
Yeah.
That includes writing and producing, right? So you have done shows like Reka, Store Atok, Cerita Dia Macam Ni. Yeah, I don't know why that one must say differently a bit lah. Cerita Dia Macam Ni, and also with Reka, it's a reality competition show. So you have to deal with like real people and real situations, right? And then with Store Atok, it's a kids show.
Yeah.
So you have to handle kids.
Yes.
And then with, Cerita Dia Macam Ni.
You have to handle adults that are like kids. No, kidding.
Oh. I wasn't
even there.
It's half true lah, but I was about to say
Yes.
extraordinary
talents. There's a
talented
beyond. Like, yes.
experience.
That also lah.
Oh my God.
That also lah.
Award-winning.
Wow.
List of actors
Yes,
on Cerita Dia
right.
Macam Ni.
Yes,
Yes. So how is the experience like dealing with like different
People.
groups of people? Yeah.
I have to thank a lot for this part. Bleep. Tak boleh cakap. I have to
Maybe
thank a
can.
lot for being a stewardess. Being a stewardess, a flight attendant. Okay, no.
Yeah.
Because honestly, last time, right, when I began my journey as a flight attendant, intendant ke apa? Flight intendant.
Intendant
I intend
is
to
right.
fly the flight. Okay,
Yes.
anyway, I always wondered like macam, what is this nonsense? Like why is it that we have to succumb to a certain ideal? Why is it that we have to be like say hello to people we don't even know, or be a certain way with people we don't even know? Why can't I be myself? I want to be this, I want to be that. And then I realized some of the benefits of flying allowed me to first look at people different ways, see that there's a variety of behaviors, that people don't come in just one kind. Like they come in different forms. To understand that, to have empathy for that, to then configure my own cara on how I approach them. And in that 6 years of flying, that's what I got out most about this. And I think that helped me in my producing journey, because then it helped me really address every single person as an individual, irrespective of them being children or not.
Yeah.
Because eventually at the end of the day, they have feelings, they are people. And I think that's the one thing that we always we emphasize, we prioritize, that macam when we address people or when we reach out, that that is another human being that we're talking to. They're not all two the same. So some people macam, maybe you would think as like, crew, tech, art, you know. But how we are in our circle is that we treat everyone really like family. And when we say family, we don't mean like adik-beradik. What we mean is having heart, treating people and talking to people with heart. So I think one of the benefits of flying allowed me to help navigate my relationships with different people. Especially sometimes not only do I speak to talents, I also speak to clients, right?
Yeah.
And they all come also from different backgrounds. Some more on the profitable, and some from government. Some so we need to figure out, and it's not about manipulation. It's not about manipulating them to have them listen to you and what you have to say, but it's about understanding them and empathizing with them first before then you giving your here are my thoughts, here's my insight, and then finding the middle ground. So I think that's like one of the bigger things that I think I was able to. I'm still learning lah along the way, because people honestly there's no such thing as one kind of person. Really.
Yeah, you're
It's just too many different, too different, and sometimes this person might be macam Denny macam Denny macam gini, but it's still different. So yeah lah. So that's, I mean, it's challenging because I have had experience pula with somebody who I thought was going to be a breeze to deal with, but that person ended up being very mean. And I'm not going to go in depth, but technically after our experience with each other, I realized that I need to also protect my heart lah. So sometimes the way you protect your heart is to let go and not be so hard up or be so angered by that issue anymore. Not have that affect you. Although sometimes it comes. Sometimes you say, dia ni cakap gini, dia cakap gitu. But in your heart, you handled it the way you ikhlas when you handled it, that inshallah that it won't blow out of proportion in any way of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love your perspective on this. Yeah, because I mean, and I think that's one of the reasons why people enjoy working with you. And really, if you approach like any actors or what, hey, can you come and do my show, or are you interested to do whatever my program? I think we would without a doubt say yes. Yeah, because we love working with you and we know exactly how you are. Yeah, so and I think that was how challenging I can be and, in terms of health, especially when you had me on board for Cerita Macam Ni. So I really really appreciated it, and that you really took a lot of my limitations into considerations as well.
For you specifically, right? I mean, aku pun ada confession sebenarnya. Tiba you just brought out the confession in me. Tiba-tiba tau, dia macam yang tu. Tak tu dah lain but the truth is, when I think it was more important for me, especially with Cerita Macam Ni and you, is because the first time I ever found out you were sick was right after Lab Lit. Yeah. And somehow, without really realizing it, I kept feeling like Lab Lit was the reason why you got sick. Macam because the connection was too close. It was like, dah habis, you came back, and then you suddenly 1 month away, and then we found out you were sick, and then there has been a spiral for you. And I think one of the other ways, one of the other matters is like, macam we both on the same path, right? We're both mothers, we've both got young kids. And I cannot macam like in my head tu macam, oh my god, if anything happened to Izian, I will never forgive myself again. So during when Cerita Macam Ni happened, right, we were so torn, because we were like, how? I won, but how? Like macam, I'm so scared something might happen to her. And it has nothing to do, honestly, it has nothing to do with production per se tau. It has everything to do with you. Like we were so afraid. Like you cannot tell me. I was like macam in and out. Macam mana ni yang. And I would during shoot too, I would express it with Nana. Nana's our PM, right? I was like, Nana, you have to. Yeah, don't worry, Fizah, don't worry, I got this.
Yeah.
And the day that I found out you were sick, oh my god. I was at home, right? I mean, I found out you were sick. You had a fever.
Okay.
You should ask. I was like, don't mind. You gotta tell me what's going on. Because I felt blind. I felt blind because I had no one to tell me what's going on, and I was like so afraid. Macam, mashallah, it really was close to heart for me, because I think, again, being a mother myself as well, like, and having kids that young, and I actually saw a friend who passed on at 38, leaving behind kids that were very young as well. And I cannot macam, it's just painful. So macam with you, right, honestly, it was really I was close to just tak boleh lah, I get somebody else.
Yeah.
But the truth is, siapa yang boleh main Rukia? Kau bilang aku. Kau bilang aku.
That's true.
You know? It's true.
No, Fizah. Okay, so this I have to tell you, I was so well taken care of. So that one is something that you should
My
know
God.
and that should relieve you. Yeah, I was so well taken care of. I mean, not just by production. I have mother with me.
Yes,
Yeah, mother June with me.
everybody,
Kak Ulin. Everybody,
yeah.
really took care of me. So don't want to say that one lah. Want to say take care also like.
Ada.
Don't want to say name lah. Don't want to say name. You know who lah.
Don't aibkan him.
Don't. Him. Don't aibkan. Because got one day he go Port Dickson without me. Tiba.
It's okay.
But yeah lah. But
This is the
know,
time for confession anyway kan.
Yes.
Banyak orang nak confess hari ni
But yeah, I think that's why, like I said, that's why people look forward to working with you. And I felt so comfortable to say yes to the project because I know I will be well taken care of, and I had good people around me. So yes, don't worry about it lah. I'm okay lah. Who
banyak
else can be
pergolakan
Rokia?
jiwa dalam cerita ni. Ada rasa dia
Very.
macam daripada nyamuk punya lagu tu tiba-tiba macam thank you.
Yes, of course.
Apakah?
From the nyamuk,
Kan.
Okay, so Fizah,
Yes.
you mentioned earlier that you were an air stewardess, right? So during your flying days, just wondering, was there any like bullying or they call it zapping?
Oh, during my time, right, it was like, it wasn't so bad. I think, right, the time that came after me is even like almost non-existent tau, but the one before me was bad. But I had my own experience. I think it was my first SNY. Yeah, it was my first
SNY
SNY.
is what?
SNY is like when you are ready to start flying,
Oh, okay.
but you're not quite how to say. So it's like a trial run. So you go on board, you go and watch other people. You're in the uniform, you technically work, but you're more like observing the crew, how they do it, so that when you go on board for your first solo, second solo, you won't feel so lost. So you'll have like 3 rounds of SNY. Is it 2 or 3? Aku dah tak ingat. I think 2 or 3 rounds. So my first round of SNY was to Perth. And I remember there was this one particular leading steward. You would think like the stewardess is the one that go, hiya! No, it's the steward. So he wasn't very happy because it was new for me and I was very excited to get on board. I mean, I had very blue eyes and very red lips and very flat hair, but I was still happy, to be on board. And then I was looking forward, but I do know of the culture. I do know of the strict culture that came with it. Tapi I think during that time tu what happened was dia minta orange juice. Nak cakap cerita pendek kan, dia minta orange juice. So aku excited sangat lah pergi cabin. I went back to the galley to look for the orange juice. And I don't know whether you've been to any of the galleys on flights. But the back galley, right, the one towards the end has got at least about 50 fridge lah. It's got a lot lah basically. It's got a lot of compartments. Okay. So I have no idea where the orange is kan. So I'm like, cari, ya Allah, ini tengah minta orange ni macam mana. And I was so happy. I think on my 7th compartment, which is out of 50, not bad, right? 57th. I opened and I found the orange. I was so excited. Yeah, orange. Aku lari lah keluar dah macam orange. Dia gini, where's your SS3? Dah like mati gitu. So I put the orange there. The next thing you know, I got it lah. I got left, right, center. There was one occasion where I was collecting.
Like
then I mean like he was like, "Wait, you should know the protocol." I'm like, okay. Tahan. And then at one time with the trolley, right? So basically there's the not upper deck, there's the aft and then there's the forward side of EY of
all the terms are coming out already.
Rusty
Alina, after this you
write down like aft is what come out the. So but there was a toilet in between, like a toilet aisle in between tau. So what happened was when he was pushing the trolley, I was on the other side. He turned the trolley. He told me to go into the aisle where the toilets are, and then he just jammed the trolley BAM! To my stomach. Then I was like, then he was like, "You better like ta. I couldn't remember anymore, but he was like ta.
Yes, exactly what he said.
Exactly ta like that. That's all I could get. And I was shocked. I was shocked. But at the same time, I think during that time also, we just want to get things done. I mean, it's not really a good thing because you tend to just keep mum and just go like, okay, this is part and parcel of the process.
Yeah.
There's no one, you think that no one is going to listen. You think that no one's not going to be with you. You know, like, Allah is on my side. You know, that kind of thing. Only He knew. But after that, the next day, Alhamdulillah, I was then paired up with the chief, who was extra nice.
Oh, okay.
He was so nice. So while I had quite an experience on the first half, the second half was actually quite nice lah. Of course, there were other occasions, but I think at some point in time, you kind of like just cut them off because you'll be like, nah, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care anymore. Macam gitu tau. Sebab at some point, that's when I say like flying really taught me a lot, because while I had good experiences, especially even with the passengers and of course the crew, they come in all shape, ways and form. They come with context, and I think that's the one important thing that I kind of developed, like understanding context for every person. So sometimes they come in and be like, hey, this one's on top 10, this one's top 10. I'll be like, okay, but what's her context? Then like macam for example, this particular top 10, dia sampai on board
top 10
top 10 meaning like top 10 scariest crew.
Oh,
so
I
they
thought
can
top 10 songs on the charts.
It's not the good one, it's the bad one. So
okay.
so it's like top 10 scary people to watch out for when you fly. You're scared of this chief, this leading ke apa tau. But the truth is like sometimes these people come, let's say with context, and this person, for example, specifically, they'll be like, hey, she's very nyaw tau, with safety, blah 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 ke apa, and she'll come with her own weight. She will come with this like weight measurement thing, like to measure every single bag, every single cabin bag that passengers come in, because she's so new. It has to be lower than 7 kg, for example.
Wow.
But the context is because she is very worried for the safety of the flight.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you kind of pair them up, you don't look at their behaviours. Maybe kadang-kadang sometimes gini, what I learn is like niat, cara orang could be salah tapi niat dia baik.
Yeah.
So sometimes you need to know what the niat is first before you want to judge the cara. So this is something that came to understand lah. But so I don't know lah the rest of the other top 10 tu satu lah. One out of the 10 lah. Yang the rest semua aku tak tahu konteks orang, because I never got to fly with them. But most importantly, I think like when it comes to bullying, it's not really macam right now, it's not as prevalent because my brother's still flying and he's saying everybody is just really chill now. Nobody really does this thing. However, if you want to talk about harassment, sexual harassment, yes, I've had one flight that was, the sad part was it was supposed to have been reported, but it never was. So it was an Athens flight.
Yeah.
And I think I can say this because I'm no longer flying, right? You're not gonna like, Fizah,
go
what is this
for
flight?
it.
What is this flight? It was like 15 years ago. I don't remember.
Of calls from them already. Too many stewardess on my show.
But it's true, because there was this one time on that flight, there was this one particular girl. She changed the flight because she wanted to fly with her batch girl. It was her last flight.
Okay.
It was to Athens. I was second senior on that flight. There was another girl who was supposed to be more senior than us, but because she came from Etihad ke, she was from another airlines. Okay. So she came with us. So technically, although she is a senior flight stewardess, by number she is lower lah. Macam she became junior.
Okay. Yeah.
She on that flight, she came to me. She's like, Fizah, be careful of the leading. I flew with him before. He's a bit siao. Then I was like, what happened? Then he goes like, there was one time he actually came to go inside the bunk, when people, the crew rest bunk, and like will wake her up, macam all this nonsense stuff. So, but she knows how to jaga diri, see. So she just told me, thinking I would get cornered, or I would get, I will get attacked lah by this guy. And then the girl I was saying on the last flight, she was working behind with him. Okay, so I'm like, okay, you know what? Nothing has happened yet, so let's just do meal service and everything. And then during rest, I had to make running rounds. I go around and I see this girl, and she's standing outside the cabin, outside her galley, while the leading is sitting inside. And she looked off. So I go, are you okay? And she goes, she wouldn't say anything. And I'm like, are you okay? Like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
So I found out then, dah macam gitu, kita tak cakap apa-apa lah. Macam, I'm just like, okay, never mind. Like, if you need anything, I'm just in the forward cabin. You can just look for me. She said, okay. That kind. after the whole flight, so me and the other girl that I said like was trying to warn me, right?
Yeah.
So I was in the toilet and she called me. And I was like, what was up? And she goes, oh my God, something happened on the flight. So I was like, what happened? Apparently this guy put his hand on her. Okay? But before putting his hand on her, took her hand, put it on him. Okay. But before that, he was talking all these nonsense things already. He was saying all these things to like make her feel uncomfortable, like about, do you know how to do this? Do you know about that? And all this. So the talk started first before the actual action of it. And do you know what? His wife was working in the front, working in not business class, first class, in front.
On the same flight?
On the same flight. And it was a huge thing, okay? It was a huge thing. The girl went into the chief's room with the IFS. They wrote a report. I was there to see them sign it and everything. And I was waiting like, mati kau. You know, I really hope for punishment for this guy, right? But months down, I hear nothing. And I go like how come? So kebetulan tu, I went on this flight, and then I found, I met this chief stewardess who said, I asked her because she apparently handles all these harassment cases in on board, and I go like, did you hear about this one? This happened like 6 months ago. And she said, no, I've never heard of it. I'm like, how can that? I said, cannot be. I said, I was there. We signed the form and everything. I cannot help you. I said, because I cannot be. She said like, because if it was submitted, I would know. So I called my friend, and then I found out apparently they badgered the girl into pulling back, saying that kesian lah, because this is leading, right? This is his rice bowl. You are going to finish flying already, no more flying, so you will be leaving. But if you do this to him, then where is he going to work? And so she cancelled. She cancelled it.
No way.
And this is just one. So I'm imagining the number of times this kind of thing has happened. So those kind of situations, unfortunately, on board is very rampant, at least during my time. But now I feel like budak-budak sekarang, dorang lebih berani to like speak up and go like, why you touch me? You know?
I hope so.
But during our time, we don't speak up.
We don't,
Yes,
You're right.
which is a problem.
Is he still flying? I mean, have you flown with him again after that? Or
After that, I never flew with him before. But I flew with his wife. Again. So I was trying to understand with his wife's gerak-geri, how is she, you know? But she never gave me any clue, so I also don't know. But but those kind of things I want to tell me like, hey girl, you know, I want to tell something. But never. So I like, okay lah, take in everything okay lah.
Okay, understand.
Yes.
Wow, that is it's sad lah. Again, you know, I mean, in season 1, we talked about this whole harassment thing. We had Adina as one of the guests, and it bothered all of us for so long. You know, and now that you brought it up again, it's like, wow. Yeah. This whole issue is just...
It's not... Yeah, I mean, this is something that I'm assuming also, like, especially for me, I got a daughter. Yeah, this is something that I really, really take seriously. Because, like, again, during my time, everybody keeps silent about it.
Yeah.
But as much as possible, this will be one of the things I will keep telling her. I need you to be very noisy.
Yeah.
Should this happen, anybody, even if it almost like macam, if it's like a false alarm, just make noise first. Because you will never know.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, so Fizah, speaking of that negative experience, there's actually another negative experience that you had in secondary school. Yeah, so because of a girl in secondary school who said that she did not want to see your face, you actually eat in the toilet for 3 years during recess. Why did you choose not to speak up?